Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Sarah, I am your everyday addict, and I am here for your everyday review. I am your everyday person, meaning I am a stay-at-home mom, I am not a makeup artist, I'm a makeup enthusiast, so my opinion will vary slightly compared to all of the big beauty gurus. Mostly because these products aren't always made for everyday people. I have oily skin, I am fair complected, I have large pores. Keep all of this in mind as I give you my reviews. So the first item I want to talk about today is the Benefit Porefessional. Don't fucking drag me. Don't fucking drag me. But this is a fucking lie. This is a fucking lie. This does not hide your pores. This does not fucking smooth your skin. All this does is make me look fucking crepey and textured. My foundation doesn't fucking do anything but like bunch up and ball up, and it is not a fucking flattering look. I don't know why I spent $32 fucking on this for this to be fucking trash, but I did, and that's my fucking fault. Now the sad thing about this is that I used the itty bitty tiny mini samples that I had bought online at one point, and they worked. They worked very well. And you can see that it does its job. But on my face, when I put fucking foundation on top of it, none of my fucking foundations look good on top of this. I have used fucking tinted moisturizers. I have used silicone-based, water-based. I've used BB creams, CC creams. The only thing I haven't fucking used is goddamn fucking face paint. It's not just the Porefessional that I have had issues with. I have had issues with these two primers too. These are also, this is the Pores No More Dr. Brandt Pore Refining, and this is fucking trash. This is the Becca Evermatte Pore Perfecting Base, whatever, and this is fucking trash. These both do the same thing that the Benefit Porefessional does and that the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer does. They leave this weird fucking film on my face that my foundation sits on top of, and then it looks like I have extra fucking texture. If I wanted my face to look like fucking chicken skin, I would put sand on my face and then try to put foundation on top of that or some shit. I would not be putting primer to give myself a smooth base and then put foundation on top of it. That's not how these are supposed to fucking work, and I do not understand why they do. The problem that I'm trying to battle with in my head is all of these products tell you to use an itty bitty tiny little bit amount. So when I use a tiny little bit amount on all of these primers, including the Porefessional, which I chucked somewhere on my vanity, I don't know where it went, you can see the texture even more. Whereas if I rub all of these all over my fucking face, like I have texture all over my face, then it actually gives me a mask, but I can put my foundation nice on top of it. So I'm not quite sure if maybe the fucking directions are wrong, if pore perfecting primers don't work for oily skin, or maybe every single one of my foundations that I've tried just fucking hates these. I'm not sure. This was like the worst fucking primer I've ever had. And it's not that like I never gave it a chance. I gave this a chance. I gave this a good chance. I have used this so many times. I have tried this underneath so many different things, from everywhere from tinted moisturizers, BB creams, CC creams, foundations. This doesn't fucking work, and I don't understand why everybody was so hyped about this. Maybe it's because of Tasha and the silk canvas that she has that everybody was raving about that I still haven't fucking bought. Granted, I did buy the liquid silk canvas, and that was fucking trash. Does the same fucking thing that this shit does, but I don't get it. This was not worth the hype. Those primers were not worth the hype. The Porefessional was not worth the hype. Quite frankly, none of these fucking items were worth the fucking hype. This is fucking trash, and I don't know why. I don't know why. The minis worked fantastic for me. I loved this primer. It's why I own the big one. However, I'm fucking pissed. I've spent a good amount of money on this fucking primer just for it to fucking fail me and crush my hopes and dreams, and I'm not fucking happy. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but this is trash, and I just want to fucking get rid of it, and I can't because I can't use it because it doesn't look good. It's a double-edged sword, and I wish I knew somebody that I could fucking pass this on to and just get it out of my fucking makeup collection. The next product I want to talk to you about is the Fenty Diamond Balm in How Many Carats. The only thing that this is for me, this makes me look like a pixie sat on my fucking face. This does nothing for me. So many beauty gurus are like, oh, it's so pretty, it's so shimmery, it's so wet, it's so luscious, blah, blah, blah. No, it's fucking not. Stop fucking lying. It's glitter. That's all this fucking is. This is a big, gigantic fucking pan of fucking glitter. They actually had this in a set with the gloss bomb, which I do like. I have the shade Fussy, which I feel like every basic bitch owns the shade Fussy. But this, all this is fucking pixie shit. And it looks like a pixie shit on my face, and I can't fucking wear it. It just looks like a streak of glitter on my cheek. And I'm pale. I'm white. It should look somewhat fucking natural, and it doesn't. It just looks like this right here. It's not flattering at all, and I need to fucking get rid of this. I need to sell this. I need to do something with this, but I just can't because I feel so bad. It was one of those things of like, what's the hype? Like, everybody had it, everybody was raving about it, and I'm just like, I need this. No, I don't. This is trash, and I'm so sad. I hate this. The next product that I bought at the recommendation of basically all of fucking YouTube was this fucking thing. What nobody failed to tell you that is if you're fucking pale as me and just like Teresa is dead and you look like fucking uncooked chicken, this is orange. This is orange. This is not a bronzer. This is Oompa Loompa orange. And I wore this for so long without realizing that it made me look like I had a streak of self-tanner on my face that I didn't manage to blend in. Because not to mention the fact that it's orange, no matter how much blending I do, it's just like, bam, I look like I have a stripe on my face. This is like 5 shades too dark. I have not tried the fair one, but even in pan, it looks way too dark for me. Way too dark. And when I say dark, I don't mean like, oh, it's too deep. I mean, it's too orange. I am a neutral skin tone from what I have learned, and I can't wear orange foundations. So I was very sad when everybody was ranting and raving, and it smells so good. It smells so good. It smells like childhood summers. But I was so mad when I realized that this is way completely the wrong fucking shade, and I just can't wear it, but it smells so good. And this was a disappointment. This is not for fair people. And this is the OG bronzer. This is not a complexion-based one. This is the OG bronzer that just says bronzer on the back of it. So if you're fair complected, do not buy this. The next gigantic disappointment that I had is actually a high-end product. That would be this fucking bullshit. This is actually the Charlotte Tilbury Filmstar Bronze and Glow. And this is in the shade Fair to Medium. And this is a bronzer and a highlight in one. You're supposed to be able to contour with this. And I haven't decided if I like this or not. It is lighter than the Physicians Formula, and here's the highlighter. It is lighter than the Physicians Formula, but for some reason, when I wear it, it almost looks like it oxidizes on me, and it makes me look like I'm fucking orange. This was $42 fucking dollars. And if you have a shade range of fair to light, or I'm sorry, fair to medium, and a fair person cannot wear this, what is your fucking definition of fair? That is what I want to know. So my ass tried sculpting with this, just like it says to fucking do, and no, it turned me orange. It looked like I had tried to do a weird version of fucking bronzing, and it didn't go well. If you're gonna charge $42 fucking dollars for a bronzer and a highlighter, I'm sorry, this is more than $42. I got this on sale. I got this on sale for cheaper than I would at Sephora during the VIB sale because I'm Rouge, so I get 20% off. I got this on Net-a-Porter for $42. So obviously I had to fucking buy it because everybody has been ranting and raving about this and, oh, this is perfect for fair skin. Bull fucking shit it is. Bull fucking shit. I don't know what fair is, but it is definitely not basic bitch Becky buff beige. I am fair. I am literally the last shade in most foundation ranges, including Maybelline, and I am shade 102. That is even sometimes, depending on the formulation, a little too dark, but that's besides the point. This is not for fair. Maybe like medium, light to medium, but this is a lie. This is one big fucking expensive ass fucking lie, and I'm pissed about it. So the next regret that I fucking have is, unfortunate, is thank God a drugstore product, but I spent quite a bit of money on this line because of the reviews. I saw a lot of good things about this. These fucking things. This is the NYX High Glass line. I actually have the primer in my drawer. It doesn't give me glass-like skin. I don't know what the fuck it does besides put a sheen on my face, but the minute you put anything on top of it, it fucking disappears. It's like it was never fucking there, so the primer is essentially useless in my book. However, the finishing powder was the biggest fucking disappointment, because, let me show you why. This is not fucking finishing powder. This is a goddamn fucking highlighter. That is shiny, okay? That is fucking shiny. And as somebody who is oily, I do not need shine on my face. This is the highlighter compared next to it, which, by the way, is like, they tried going Ofra and making it silky and soft. It feels like fucking cream. That's the highlighter. Highlighter powder. Yeah, they look the fucking same to me too. Don't feel bad. You're not insane. No, this is basically a highlighter with finishing powder slapped on the back of it. Not to mention the fact this is in the shade light, and all this does is darken my under eyes. I used this for probably about a month before I realized that my under eyes were no longer brightening, because I actually thought this was going to be a dupe for my Hourglass. It fucking wasn't. This is fucking trash. I don't understand what it's supposed to do, but it doesn't do me any good but make me not brighten. And I've tried using this as like a finishing powder itself, and it darkens my fucking foundation. And this is in the shade light. Again, what fucking shade range is this? This is for like a basic bitch Becky beige. I'm not joking. Like, I cannot wear this as a finishing powder. Maybe like a bronzer, a very shiny fucking bronzer. I can use these both as highlights, that's for sure. My next purchase regret is, once again, another high-end item. This is the Hourglass Diffused Light Ambient Lighting Powder, but it's not the formulation I'm pissed at. It's the size of this fucking pan. Do you see the problem? If you haven't figured it out yet, here's my favorite like powder brush. Now do you see the problem? I can't fit it all the way in there. Not to mention the fact, this is my go-to brush. That ain't happening, sis. I was so pissed at myself. I never took that into consideration when I bought this. And the reason why I bought this is because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not. I was not able to go into Sephora and swatch it and test it and see if it was going to work for me, because I bought this during quarantine when it first started, and Sephora had already shut down and taken their testers off the shelves. So I made the executive decision. I was like, well, I will waste a little bit of money to buy this, but the problem is I can't actually test this out to its full capabilities because I can't fucking use it. And I've considered like maybe depotting it and like crushing it up and putting it in something else, but I don't want this as a loose powder. I want this in its original true form, especially considering how fucking expensive this shit is. So I only regret this for the size. I don't regret this for the formulation. The formulation's great. I actually use this to set my under eyes now because, yeah, fuck this shit. But yeah, don't buy the travel sizes unless you have a brush that you know that you can use and love that can accommodate this tiny size. And this is the 0.04 ounces in the 1.3 grams, just so you guys know which size it is. My last product I'm going to bitch about is, yeah, I've owned this since it got released. And the major fucking problem I have with this is not only did mine fucking rip, but customer service told me that, you know, sometimes people get curious and pick at the seam. I'll pop up that message somewhere in here if I can actually go back and find it on Twitter. But that's not the actual issue that I have with the actual product, because fuck the customer service team. Can you tell me why my blender is spiky? This was clean. I used this one time after like I washed it the most recent time. And what happens is these harden up. So you really only get 3 uses out of this before you have to wash it again. And if this is what happens when you wash it, why the fuck would you want to use it? That's why I've stopped using it. My foundation will harden the fibers up in here. And if you try to use one of the corners that you've already previously used, you get streaky foundation every time. It's no longer the seamless blending that Tati has been bragging about. It literally leaves a streak because the fibers cannot come up and they cannot blend. So you can use this 3 separate times before you have to wash it, or you can use it once if you use this like she suggests, where you blend your foundation in and then you do your contour and then you use powder. You get 1 use out of it and then you have to fucking wash it and possibly have this fucking happen to it. Yeah, no fucking thank you. I will continue to use my beauty blender. I don't fucking get it. This was a waste of fucking money. If these are your favorite products, feel free to take them with a grain of salt. If you hate these just as much as I do, please let me know in the comments below. I love solidarity when it comes to terrible fucking products that just don't do their fucking job. This is a pore perfecting primer. I need you to perfect my pores. And it doesn't do that. That being said, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching. Please have a good day, stay safe, and don't forget, take care of yourself.